welcome back. I wanted to take a few minutes to give everyone a tour of my new kitchen. We have been renovating this kitchen for the last 2 months now. We started at the beginning of September and it's finally almost done. There's still quite a few things that Ryan and I need to take care of ourselves, like just little things, painting and things like that. So I thought that I would give everybody a quick tour of everything. The whole renovation took probably 6 to 7 weeks. There was about a week and a half in there where the contractor and his assistant left, and because we were just waiting on countertops. So there was kind of some lag time in there, but overall, it really was not, it wasn't a long drawn out process. It kind of felt like it when I was in the middle of it and having to still figure out how to feed my family of 12, 3 meals a day was very tricky, to say the very least. But we survived. We came in on the other side, and I am so, so happy with the finished product. If you want to see what my kitchen looked like before, then go look at some of my earlier videos. The kitchen, you're looking for the ones with the black granite. It was just a little tiny box, basically, with not a lot of room to move around, not a lot of counter space. It was just highly impractical for a family of 12. So super thankful now. We have done a whole lot. I often wonder, would the people that sold us this house even recognize this house now? And the answer is probably no. So without further ado, let's get started. First of all, this area right here was a wall. It was completely closed in, and this little hallway area was about half the size. So this is a bathroom over here. At any time anyone would open that bathroom door, if someone was walking through, you risked your life and limb. So we widened it, and now it is so much better. So this is kind of our coffee bar area over here. We have the coffee mugs up there, the drip coffee maker, my Nespresso, which I'm obsessed with. And here's one of my funky little antique lamps. I have developed an obsession with antique lamps, and so I have them sprinkled throughout the home. As you can see, we chose these ornate brass, oh shoot, now I can't even remember what they're called, little shelf holder uppers, just to give it a little bit more decoration. These light fixtures, I was not originally going to have these. I had a different set in the old kitchen, but the contractor accidentally broke one of them, and so he said, well, I'll replace it, go and find what you want. And I actually found these 3 at Lowe's, and they were on clearance, and I just absolutely adore them. So now I'm super thankful that the contractor broke that. So this is my new kitchen sink that is basically the size of a bathtub for a 5-year-old. It is huge. It's beautiful. We got it off of Amazon. I've had other farmhouse sinks in the past, but they've always had the divider down the middle, which makes them so much more impractical for washing gigantic pots and pans. So I said this time I'm getting one without a divider, and I am so, so happy with it. So as you can see, this is the only cabinet unit that we placed as an upper, because I wanted the open shelving. But I realized that I have a lot of different cups, like kid cups and drinkware, that it's not beautiful. It's not pretty. It's not all the same. It's mismatched. So I wanted one cabinet to keep those types of cups in. So that's that one. Now, my husband and I hand painted all of these cabinets, and then I distressed them myself. I wanted something that would hide the dirt. After years and years and years of having white cabinets as a large family mom, they're really highly impractical. I was wiping cabinets down twice a day, and still they looked dirty. So I used Annie Sloan chalk paint on these in the color cream, and then I used the dark wax to dirty them up, and I could not be happier with them. I just love the look so much. It looks kind of old world, and they're nice and tough now. and they don't look dirty. It looks like it's supposed to be that way. So I could not be happier with those. So I still haven't completely figured out what's going to go in each drawer and what's going to go in each cabinet. I'm trying to slowly figure it out, but it's a process. So this is the star of the whole kitchen, my Lacanche range, and this color is Delft Blue. The oven on the right is a convection electric oven, and the oven on the left is propane. The two drawers on the bottom are just warming drawers. And then on the top, I have one giant burner, and then two large on the left, two smaller ones on the right, and then this is my French, oh shoot, what's it called? It's like a French saute burner. So the thing that's covering it, it's made out of cast iron. And so you can get a true saute using this if you place a pot or a pan directly on the circle, or you can use the edges over here, any of the four corners, to keep something warm. So that's super nice. And then I have a pot filler. I am so happy with that. When you're filling up a giant pot with water, not having to lug it over to the range is fantastic. So I love that. And the backsplash tile that I chose for behind the range, I love it. It's like jewelry for the kitchen. It's marble and mother of pearl, and it's so beautiful. Our contractor Dan made this this hood casing for us. I'm still not done with it. The part that's white right now, it's just primed, so I'm not entirely sure yet what I'm going to do up there, but until I am, it's just going to sit like that, and it still looks beautiful. So over here we have another one of my funky lamps. This one's from France, and I am not sure if I'm actually going to buy a shade for it. I kind of like it open like that. This one's really cool though, because the bottom part of the lamp is actually a night light. It lights up separately from the top, so that's really cool. I love it. I have another one of those that I still have no idea where I'm going to put it yet. So I love that, but it's made out of the glass actually kind of looks like mother of pearl, so it's just really neat. So here's more of my open shelving. So I have all of my plates and bowls up here for now. The top shelf is probably not how it's going to stay. For now, it just has a few odds and ends that look pretty up there, but I'm not completely convinced that that's how it's going to stay. But for now, it looks pretty. So let me take a quick second to show you the countertops. These are, I just absolutely love it. It's not marble, it's not granite, it's actually quartzite, I think they said. And I just love all of the little funky bits. You can see like some quartz parts in there. It's just so pretty. I love it so much. All of the different variations and striations. There's some rust color in parts of it, like right there, which in just a minute I'm going to show you my copper cookware that it's hanging up. So it just, the countertop kind of feels like all of the kitchen pulled in together to me. So I love it. So let me take a minute to tell you about the floor. This is actually porcelain tile that is laid out to look like a brick floor. I had them grouted at 1/2 inch, and it looks just like brick. It feels kind of rough too, so it's really nice. So it has the durability of porcelain tile, but without all of the scratching your bare feet part of regular brick. Okay, so this trash can my husband made for me. I wanted a nice big trash can because the one we had, it was just like a normal size trash can. And it's just not enough for a big family. So he actually created this box that he put on wheels. And so I can wheel it around the kitchen wherever I need it. And we still need to paint it. We're gonna chalk paint it and distress it. But the trash can just sits right inside. So it's perfect, and he also made it the right height to just be able to slide under my island. It still kind of gets caught a little bit in the grooves of the floor, but it's better than no wheels at all. So this is the island that Ryan made for me. We still need to paint the legs and the bottom and distress that, but it's 10 feet long. and it's it's fantastic. We got a butcher block to put on top of it, and it just goes on and on and on, and I absolutely love it. It's great to have this extra space here. And then so down here right now I have my big buckets for bulk ingredients. I'm actually going to be making a curtain to go along the bottom to hide all of this stuff, because none of it's really pretty, but I need it to be practical. So I'm going to put just a curtain on tension rods to go around that to keep it kind of hidden. So now let me show you. This is a big piece of furniture that I bought to be the pantry. It's huge. Ryan added a few extra shelves in there for me, and it's not gonna hold, it doesn't hold everything, obviously. I have more pantry shelves out in the laundry room, but this holds all of the stuff that I need on a day-to-day basis. Anything that doesn't go in there that I need on a day-to-day basis goes on this shelving that we put up, and that's all of my glass storage. So, you know, those are just ingredients like cornmeal, raisins, craisins, brown rice, red lentils, quinoa, whole wheat flour, panko. On the top, there's some nuts, Gatorade mix, sunflower seeds, things like that. So this is my ladder with all of my pots. This ladder was actually my great-grandfather's, my paternal great-grandfather's, part of his ladder on his fire truck. He was a fireman. So my mom cut the ladder up years ago into a few different segments, and I got one so that I could use it. And so I have all the pots and pans, well, not all of them, some of them hanging up there, and I'm hoping to add more copper over the years. And then I bought these two petite French chandeliers from France. I found them on Etsy, both of them. And so those are on either end. I just love the contrast of rustic and bougie. It makes me super, super happy. So that is that. Now there's a couple things that we still have to figure out. The microwave and the toaster oven. Right now they're just on this little table that my husband made, but it's a temporary solution. I think we might have to have one more piece of cabinetry installed to hide them, because I just don't really like the way they look out. But when I was planning everything, my husband encouraged me to try to figure out what to do with them, and I just couldn't. So here they are. That's our paint box down there. That's where all of our Annie Sloan paint is. So eventually we'll be replacing this refrigerator, but for now it works, so we're keeping it. And I think that's about it. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions at all about anything that I talked about, feel free to leave them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. It was a long and stressful experience, but we came out on the other side, and I am so happy that we went ahead and did this renovation. It makes all the difference in the world. It's so much easier, so much more pleasurable. And now I can have all the kids in the kitchen at once, and it's not a big deal. So leave any questions below that you may have. I'd be happy to answer them. I'm an open book. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.